Hello, everyone. Here's your weather hazard briefing for Saturday, July 12th. Temperatures will be getting warmer through the first part of this week, but we have a little moisture moving back in, so that also means some isolated dry thunderstorms will return up north for Sunday and Monday. Those gusty winds that we see with these typical types of storms will be the main risk we're looking at. Not much in the way of rainfall, maybe a couple of storms producing just some light rainfall. We do have a little better chance on Tuesday for thunderstorms, but again, the better chance is up the farther north you are towards Montana for Tuesday. Now, with the warmer conditions, the drier humidity, the lower humidity moving in, and some wind picking up, we do have the potential, at least getting close for some critical fire weather condition periods for the first part of this upcoming week. But midweek onward, it's cooler, but the pattern is also breezy, also kind of pushes the moisture out, so at least thunderstorm wise, we should be pretty much out of that by the end of the week. Satellite, we have northwest flow over the area, and that's indicative with that low to our south and to the west. What moisture you see on satellite to the north and to the west, that's what's going to be enough for that isolated dry thunderstorm potential across our area. Looking at the weather risk outlook, we do have some minor to even a few times of moderate impact across our area for tomorrow. The gusty winds and low humidity will be getting close to thresholds in the Magic Valley and South Hills. But again, we have isolated thunderstorms over portions of the Central Mountains and the Eastern Highlands. We do expand the thunderstorm potential into the Snake Plain on Monday. But we also expand the risk of gusty winds and low humidity. Will be close up in Lemhi County, up towards Mackay and Chalice, and also down in the southeast corner. A little better chance of hitting criteria, hitting those thresholds over the Magic Valley and the South Hills on Monday. Tuesday, with the humidity coming up, it'll be breezy, but we'll lose kind of that combination of humidity and wind. But some thunderstorms around for Tuesday, and we might actually get close to thresholds for thunderstorm coverage up in the northeast corner and up in Lemhi County as well, especially along the Montana border. And again, Wednesday we start the drying out process over the area. For today, temperatures, we'll see a few low 90s in our warmer spots for this afternoon. Humidity values for today are pretty low, but we're not looking necessarily at much wind, except maybe over the Magic Valley and for the South Hills. That's what I'm trying to think of. So let's skip to the winds and humidity for tomorrow. There's a little better chance over portions of the Magic Valley and into the South Hills and the Albion Mountains. Outside of the Central Mountains, higher elevations there, 15 to 25%. Lower elevations and the rest of the area down low will be about 10 to 15% humidity wise. And when we talk about critical thresholds for wind, over the lower elevations like the Snake Plain and Magic Valley, those gusts need to hit 30 miles per hour, 25 for only the higher elevations. That includes the South Hills, the southeast corner, the Pocatello area, and up into the Central Mountains as well. So you can see where we'll be having some potential issues for Sunday. We also talk about that dry thunderstorm potential for Sunday. So the map kind of looks a little bit busy thunderstorm-wise, but generally you draw a line from around, say, Trail Creek through Copper Basin, Mackay, Willow Creek, maybe to Chalice and Lador, Lone Pine, Du Bois up to Island Park. That's where we should see some thunderstorm potential. We might see a couple of thunderstorms back towards Salmon. The rest of the area, the blend of models, thunder probabilities, and lightning probabilities are way overdone. That's the only place we're really expecting going into Sunday afternoon and evening to see any real risk of isolated dry thunderstorms over the area. And for those temperatures tomorrow, temperatures in the 50s and 60s in the morning, 40s in the colder spots, but you'll see much more in the way of low to mid 90s for afternoon highs tomorrow. Once you get even into the Treasure Valley, some places might be topping out above 100 degrees. That's for tomorrow. Going into Monday, winds a little bit stronger on a widespread basis. Again, with that criteria in the mountains of 25 miles an hour for and higher for gusts, 30 and higher, we might be a little bit better suited to hit critical conditions for fire weather concerns. Into the Magic Valley, down into the South Hills and the Albion Mountains will be close over the southeast corner and across portions of the Central Mountains. Just something to watch, even though with the humidity coming up just a little bit on Monday. The thunderstorm potential, again, the best chance on Monday. maybe around Salmon, maybe around Chalice. But if you were again to draw a line, generally from around that Trail Creek area outside of the Wood River Valley, Mackey, Copper Basin, Lone Pine over to Island Park, it's about a 15 to 20% chance of storms. So again, the NBM is probably overdoing a little bit, so knock about 10% off there. Outside of those areas, we'll probably see a few thunderstorms drifting into the Snake Plain, out around Atomic City, Craters up towards Idaho Falls and Rexburg. So about a 10 to 15% chance there. Outside of those areas, really not expecting any thunderstorms at the moment. Things could always change, though, in the next 24 hours or so with that forecast. The temperatures for Monday, a little bit warmer across the board, even if we have a little more cloud cover, a little bit higher humidity. Those temperatures still plenty of low to mid 90s and hundreds once you get over into the Treasure Valley for Monday afternoon. Tuesday, there's a better chance of thunderstorms, especially along the Montana border, Island Park, Monida, up towards Salmon, Lost Trail Pass. Much lower chances once you go off to the south and west, and really probably once you get to about the Wood River Valley, Pocatello, south and west from there, the chance of thunderstorms, lightning probabilities are way overdone. But again, a better chance, especially once you get up into portions of southwestern Montana and northern Wyoming going into Tuesday. And there are those temperatures on Tuesday. Not much of a change, maybe coming down a couple of degrees on Tuesday. Temperatures on Wednesday, we do drop back a little bit, but it's still going to be breezy, warm, and again, a few thunderstorms up around Island Park down towards the Driggs area over into Yellowstone. Have a great Saturday, and if you're heading out, do stay safe out there, everyone.